Here's another one here out of CNN. Body scanners, health hazards from the radiation. Now, for any of you that doubt, we have the articles up on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com in the naked body scanner section. For any of you that doubt this is for social engineering purposes and that the government admits that they want a biometric 360 body scan so they can scan you on the streets with passive systems at a distance, we have all the mainstream news articles. But here is, and I keep plugging this because for 14 years I've covered this and people didn't believe me, even when I had congressmen on and members of the Australian Parliament on, under a secret UN treaty, just like they've got a copyright treaty that's secret going through that leaked that shows they're going to basically end internet freedom. Under that treaty for 37 years in the industrialized world, in Europe, in New Zealand, in Australia, in Canada, in the U.S., they, at birth, take your baby's blood and say, oh, it's a blood test. Of course, the hospital could do that themselves. But it's an unfunded mandate. It's illegal. And I've been pointing this out. Finally, people 3 years ago in Minnesota looked into what I had to say, filed suits. They won there. Now suits have been won in Texas in federal court in San Antonio, and they've had to destroy 4 million illegal blood samples. That's only the tip of the iceberg. Here is the San Antonio Express News. State to destroy blood samples. To settle a federal lawsuit, the state will destroy an estimated 5.3, I'm sorry, the statesman said 4 million, 5.3 million blood samples illegally collected from newborns and kept without parental consent. Here's the AP. Texas destroyed baby blood taken without consent. Okay? Again, they're taking your blood secretly. They want to body scan you so they can track you everywhere, including by blimp. They've already got blimps at 100,000 feet over every major city, on record, Homeland Security, with your heat resonance off your body. How do they get your ID? They have license plate scanners that scan your license plate. Then when you get out at key points in parking lots, they have heat resonance scanners that pick up your heat resonance biometric signature to track you. All Pentagon designed so they can suppress the public when the banks rob you and set up a feudalist state. Oh, yeah. We don't need to relax, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get fired up and get aggressive and get in the tyrant's face big time. Think about the bankers. They think they can openly steal $28 trillion and then jack up all our taxes and deploy Northcom and the military domestically to suppress the people. If we simply expose these individuals, they will go down. On the health care issue, I promised to go to calls. I'm out of time, so we're going to go to your calls. But on the health care issue, I'll be covering it more throughout the week. Obama promised to make it all public and televised and said he's made it secret, as if he has the authority. What's the president doing telling Congress what to do? You've got all these new taxes in there. It cuts benefits, raises taxes, a giant scam. They had to buy off all these House and Senate members to get it through. And the Democratic Party is destroying itself. But it doesn't matter. They'll share power with the Republicans. They'll get back in power in the next few elections. Then people will get mad at the Republicans and put the Democrats back in. And the joke is on us. It just continues on because the elite has bought off both parties. You have to indict and arrest the bankers that have taken over our nation. They want control. The insurance companies want control. They wrote the bill, but they put out that they're against the bill so that the left gets in support of the bill. It's all a bait and switch. It's incredible. Scott in Washington, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, two questions. Number one, with all this Geithner gate that's now coming out, you think that that's why old Chris Dodd has decided he's not going to run again because he knows it's going to hit the fan? And
yes, Dodd was on the banking committee, involved in all of it with the White House. That's actually in Obama deception. And when it all came out, they tried to blame Dodd for it. And then he released the emails where the White House was ordering everything, including Geithner. Yeah. Yes, very astute point. Yes.
Yeah, and the second thing that I just wanted to bring up, with you and your team exposing everything with ClimateGate and all of this stuff coming out there and stuff like that, you think that's why old Matthews wants to bring his Nazi behind down there to interview you?
Well, Matthews says he's coming to interview me in 2 weeks. We'll see if it happens. Yeah, I appreciate your call.
Okay.
I mean, you talk about a rigged game, folks. They get to interview me, not live, and do whatever they want with it. Doesn't matter. If Matthews does a bad job, I'll just, like I did in Denver, we'll just take over his live show again. Anybody wants to see that, it's one of the extras on Obama Deception. It's amazing. Let's go ahead and talk to Sue in Minnesota. Sue, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Alex. It's great to talk to you. I'm a member of Prison Planet, and I have been for about the last year. I'm unemployed, so I really relate to a lot of the information you have on about the economy and stuff like that. I feel like my whole life is being, ripped apart by the bankers on a personal level.
People ask, who's the New World Order? It's the private central banks.
It really is. And
who wrote the health care bill? Who's running the banker scam? Who's always pushing for new wars? Who founded the CIA, Wall Street? That's the un-American group.
It really is. And I really appreciate you. And I wanted to thank you for, my husband and I wanted to thank you for Follow the Republic. We think it's a great movie. And I wanted to also say I like the fact that you have people with differing viewpoints on your show. Not everyone agrees with you, and you don't agree with everyone you have on. And I really appreciate
like Damon Vickers. Damon Vickers, Friday.
Oh, well, that, and also even you have all kinds of people. You have Webster Tarpley, who I really like. I kind of got turned on to him, really, in a way, by seeing your show, and I follow his stuff. Alan Watt, I like. I like Paul Watson. I like the colonel that used to be with the Reagan administration that you have on, Paul Craig Roberts. You just got a lot of great people with a lot of information, and I think that I really feel positive that people are waking up across the country, and
they are, and they can't get away with this crime, Sue, if you expose them.
I really don't think they can.
Thank you, Sue. God bless you. I agree with you.